Welcome to the State Hornet News. My name is Dominic Vidiello.
And I'm Allison Mayhew. Here's the latest from the State Hornet Newsroom. Sac State's vaccination clinic gave out its first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine Thursday, January 28th in the Brown Bag Room in the Union. The vaccine went to nursing students, healthcare workers, people in the Sac State community 65 years and older, and anyone else who comes in contact with patients. Vice President of Student Affairs Ed Mills said the vaccine should be available to students in March or April and that he expects to have most of the Sac State community vaccinated by the end of summer. However, Mills said students will not be required to be vaccinated to return in the fall.
Student Affairs will send email invites to qualifying individuals to make vaccination appointments according to the FAQ on the Sacramento State website.
Well, I'm super excited that Sacramento State School of Nursing gets to participate in the slowing down and hopefully stopping of the pandemic. I want to set an example for my students as nursing students and also for the community to get their vaccines when they're able to do so.
It's not just our nursing students that are getting the shot. I know that their student affairs is working to get lists of students because there's other students like social work students, public health, physical therapy that also work with patients. So they're in that first tier of healthcare providers. We're trying to get all of the students and faculty that this semester are working with clients to get that COVID vaccine first because we're following the county guidelines. There's been some opportunities that students haven't been able to do because of COVID because we want to keep our students safe.
It's really nice. I enjoy kind of giving back to the community and also getting more nursing skills in to practice, and it's just I hope to give as many vaccines as I possibly can, and I hope as many people come as we can get because it's really important to get vaccinated to get this pandemic to go away.
This has been Sarah Nevis reporting for State Hornet News.
Sac State men's soccer player Arath Chavez died in a motorcycle accident on January 12th. Chavez was from Mexico and played for Galt High School. In 2019, he became the third highest scorer for the Hornets, according to Sac State head coach Mike Lindenberger. I sat down for an interview with Coach Lindenberger to learn more about who Chavez was and why his loss has been felt throughout the Sac State community.
When he was a sophomore in high school, I coached a club team up here in Sacramento called Sacramento United. And his older brother was on the team, and he decided to drive up with his brother from Galt to trainings and stuff. And we ended up picking up him as well, even though he was playing two age groups up. And he was fantastic.
A part of his page, it said that he was a part of a lot of extracurricular activities.
Yeah. So in high school, he was part of FFA, Future Farmers of America. And I remember one distinct thing that he did every year is he raised a piglet into a full-grown pig and would sell it at the state fair every summer. And then he was also part of the camp program here on campus, college assistant migrant program, because he comes from a migrant, farm worker family. And he was heavily involved in that program. And, so he knew a lot of people, not just obviously in athletics, but across campus. And you talk to anyone involved in any of these programs that he was involved with, and we all kind of say the same thing about him, that he was just such a special person and always happy and smiling, and just everyone just loved the guy. But the support that we've had through this all from the Sacramento State community, from the athletic department, and obviously from my players and our alumni has been tremendous and has helped us all get through this really difficult time.
Two unlikely friends are sharing their experiences with gun violence and their views on how to reduce it. Sacramento Police Chief Hahn reached out to Jamilia Land, founder of the Anti-Violence, Safety, and Accountability Project, in an effort to bring communities together to bring awareness on gun violence and gun safety while prioritizing the education of the youth to build up communities.
Part of the problem is who knows what defund the police means, because if you talk to one person, it's 50% defunded or 20% defunded, which from what I can see are just random numbers somebody is pulled out of the sky. There's no rhyme or reason behind them. Or to some people saying, get rid of the police department. Like, we don't need them, we'll police ourselves. Or a lot of the people will say, tear it down to its roots and build it back up because it has a history of racism. And that second one is true. Law enforcement does have a history of racism. Every single thing in this country has a history of racism. If the only solution to something that has a history rooted in racism is to tear it down, we'd have to tear our whole country down and build it back up. But I never hear that.
Defunding the police is not going to make them kill us any less. We have to be realistic about that. But if we're going to talk about defunding, number one, I walk with two different demographics of people. There are those who have been impacted by police violence who believe that defunding the police will, in fact, help curb the shootings and the killings. I'm in disagreement with that. Though I support them, I don't believe that that's going to change anything, because at the end of the day, it's not the funding that's killing, it's the law enforcement officers themselves. And then on the flip side of that, you have people who have been victims of crimes. Look at the James family, right? So they actually need the help of law enforcement in order to be able to get justice for their sons being murdered. You know, so if we start talking about defunding, then where are the resources for them to be able to help get the services that they need from law enforcement? So I think that it's a delicate conversation to have.
Stinger Sound Session is a newer series here on the State Hornet, where student groups can offer our community a wide range of music and showcase their artistic talents. BAOBAB, which features Sac State student Griot, the storyteller, is the most recent group to be featured.
The Sac State volleyball team won their match 3-0 at the Nest against Idaho State on January 31st. The Hornets swept Idaho State 2 days in a row and are 3-1 in their conference as of Saturday. The Hornets will have a home doubleheader against Idaho University February 13th and 14th.
4 players had double figures, with freshman outside hitter Bridget Smith getting a double-double. The Hornets are 3-1 on the season.
Yeah, well, today I think was just a team effort. I thought everybody played well. We really served tough, and I think got the other team a little bit out of system offensively, and then I think we really passed well on serve receive, so we were able to attack.
We were really solid the whole time, and even when we faltered, we would come right back and side out, and I thought that really helped. Both of our freshmen, Caitlin and Bridget, just have totally come out and just killed the game right off bat. Like, I think they're gonna just do great things here at the program, and they already are. So I think our freshmen are just really solid players.
Just like I said, I think it was a really good team effort. I was really pleased with us defensively, passing, serving. We just played really solid.
I have a really good feeling about this season. We're really solid, and I'm really excited.
This has been Sarah Nevis reporting for State Hornet News.
On December 3rd, a judge in New York ordered the government to reinstate DACA, which stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, but has soon faced legal challenges. I talked with State Hornet diversity and identity reporter Estefany Nuñez to learn more about DACA and what reinstatement means for Sac State students.
What made this important to talk about? Why is this an important topic to discuss? And just to take it a little further, like, what does it mean to you? Not just students and DACA and everything else. What does it mean to you on top of that?
Yeah, well, I specifically come from a family of just first generation students. Like my cousins are all attending college right now for the first time, and I faced personally how difficult it was to apply for college with just having undocumented parents. So I could only imagine how undocumented students are having even more challenges, with attending college. Overwhelming for potential applicants, because when applying, you do need to submit a lot of evidence of your habitating in the United States. So that may be in the form of a school document verifying, you went to school here in the middle school in 2007, but you really have to show some sort of residency.
Thank you for joining us on this edition of the State Hornet News. My name is Dominic Vitiello.
And I'm Allison Mayhew. As always, our coverage will continue on statehornet.com. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next time.